What is up, everyone? My name is Zach, and I'm bringing two friends in today to review the new Game of Thrones Season 7. Season has ended, and here we are reviewing it with all spoilers. So if you haven't watched the season, this is spoiler-filled. We're going to get really into this. Very inappropriate talks here. Maybe about some boat sex. Maybe about, what do you guys call her?
Chocolate Goddess.
Chocolate Goddess with Grey Worm. But we're also going to get into some of the most beautiful action sequences in here. Some dialogue talking, and maybe some deaths as well. Fuck Lord Baelish, he's finally dead.
Snake.
But before we get into that, guys, let me introduce you to two of my best friends.
I'm Jorge.
I'm Tyler.
Alright, so you got them. We're all Game of Thrones fans. Number one, we don't read the books, so if you're going to comment down below and say, this happened in the books, I don't give a fuck. You can comment down below. We're talking about the show here. So, without further ado, let's get into this. George, what do you think of the season?
I think it was the best season, without a doubt. I mean, there's just so many things that happened. First few episodes were a little slow, but they're building up for the later episodes. Probably from like 5 through 7, so a lot of things happened there, so I was just like really excited to watch the entire thing. So it was really good.
I agree. And what about you, Tyler? What do you think?
Out of 10, probably a 8.
See, now,
7.
for you guys to know, Tyler's very picky with stuff he watches. Movies, shows, it doesn't matter. An 8 on his thing, is perfect. So, how I thought about the season, I really liked it. It's probably like my second or third favorite season, and that's not saying any of the other seasons in Game of Thrones are bad. They're all really good. There's just some lower ones. I feel like my one complaint with this season, though, let's get the negatives out of the way, is that it's only 7 episodes. I feel like you easily could have made this 10 episodes, and I feel like it should have been. It felt rushed at some parts, especially the one episode when the Avengers of Westeros went across the wall to grab a dead White Walker and bring it back and show Cersei.
But would it be dead or would it be alive?
Alive. I guess it's undead, it's alive, it's all that kind of stuff. So that's a good point. But I feel like that's my only real big complaint with this season is because, and plus I'll also throw out there that we were talking before that it really felt like a lot of setup for the next season. This feels like how The Hobbit was. How The Hobbit was 2 movies and then they made it a third one. And that middle one was a lot of setup for what the third movie was. And then I'm feeling like the next season's probably going to be a lot of action.
Do you know, it's like kind of like season 5 where it was like a lot of setup for season 6.
Yeah,
This
agreed.
Season 5 was pretty slow and boring.
Yeah.
Season 6 was pretty good too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And like I said, this season, it wasn't bad. It does better than what a lot of other shows do when it has a lot of filler. But what complaints did you have? What complaints did you have, George?
The biggest complaint for me was like Tyrion. He wasn't really in the show enough until the last few episodes. For the most part, he was kind of just in the background, not really doing much. You know, I feel like he could have been involved a lot more.
Still give a good performance, especially the last few.
He was great. I loved his acting. I loved his work. I'm just glad. I'm glad we finally got to see the dragons. You know, do some dragon shit. That was cool as fuck.
I know we haven't really. Have we ever gotten any other big dragon scenes besides the one time when Drogon saved Daenerys in that pit?
Yeah.
No, we really don't get much
I
dragon
I don't think
scenes.
so.
So maybe that's where all the other episodes went into the budget of giving the dragons, because the dragons look awesome.
Yeah,
they look beautiful.
Great.
And I'm also kind of like disappointed with Bran because, I mean,
You mean Jeffrey Dahmer?
Jeffrey Dahmer, man, he has potential to do some really cool things. You know, he's the three-eyed raven. You know, and he's only done one relevant thing, which was just what was it that he did? He just told them that
Sam.
Yeah, about Sam. You know, and I was like, this is really dumb. I mean, he could have done a lot more things.
He has the potential to time travel pretty much.
Yeah,
and take
exactly.
control of things. And
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you on that. I'm sure you have the same complaint that he's just a Jeffrey Dahmer weirdo. And I mean, like, he's really just a MacGuffin for the story to show, oh, John's actually a Targaryen.
He's
It's
a
like-
potato.
Like that, like, you just see, he's like, oh, the White Walker's coming, we gotta tell like the Citadel, and then like Sam goes on that thing. But like, he's probably the most useless character, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
Besides Gilly.
this is no. Gilly read the books, and her husband actually listened.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gilly. She's okay.
I mean, hey, she's the only one that would know where the dragon glass was.
True.
If it weren't for her.
Alright,
She's still ugly.
But what about you? What complaints do you have?
My biggest complaint, kind of not enough action.
Yeah, I feel like
It's like-
season 6, with you on that, it built it up to have you feel like this season could have been like. I honestly felt like this season was going to be the war with Cersei or the war with the White Walkers, not the build up to all that. And we got battles, but it was really only 3.
It wasn't even really like the first one with like the dragon. It wasn't even like a battle. It was more of just like a full on just massacre. Like they had a dragon and basically just demolish the whole caravan.
Oh
It's Danny Chance. Even like the scorpion like didn't do shit to
yeah. But I mean, the Night King took out one dragon with one hit.
Yeah, that's
Olympic medalist right there.
That's really
10 out of 10.
Nice.
Hand-eye coordination.
But I felt like the last scene when the Avengers of Westeros went and they were stuck on a little island of ice or whatever, and then the White Walkers, took that one step and then they just started rushing them. That was a pretty cool scene. I really like that scene a lot too. I like how they were just fighting such in close quarters, and I thought they were dead for sure.
Yeah, see, I think that's what I wanted. There wasn't a lot of people that died this season. Let's get into the deaths though. I mean, we had 2 major deaths in here, 3 I guess. You can count Viserion, the dragon, Baelish, and Olenna Tyrell.
I mean, yeah, but you can't really consider a dragon a character.
I would. It's
wouldn't.
been around for a while, so it's just a hard death. I think it's harder for Dany and seeing her reaction. I think that's the reason I felt so much emotion in that part is her reaction to it, because that's her child pretty much.
Yeah, I felt the emotion.
Yeah, just the screams of the dragon when it was falling down was hard. Olenna Tyrell, the biggest thing that came of her death was seeing that she actually was the one that killed Joffrey, which was awesome.
Yo, she won that. She won. She beat Jaime at her own death, man.
And that was she's one of those characters that when she shows up, she's always really good in the scenes, but I never really noticed her as much until that scene where I was like, man, she's actually been around for a very long time. So she's
one of my favorite characters for sure.
Just chill.
She's one of those background characters that does more than what you think until after her death, and you're like, man, she did actually do a lot. She's been around for a while. And then of course Baelish. I think that's the biggest shock.
Fuck that snake, dude. I hate that guy. He's such a snake.
That actor is so good playing Baelish.
Yeah, it's like when
I just hate the character.
Ramsay died. It was just a relief.
Ramsay was good.
Except too bad his death wasn't really carried out Ramsay's was.
So I feel like Baelish, his death, I was shocked when it came around, and I knew he was gonna die this season. I felt like it was his time to go. I didn't know where else his character would go really much. And when Sansa turned around and said his name instead of Arya's, I was like, shit. My jaw dropped. I don't know about your guys', but your guys'.
I kind of laughed because it was all quiet, and then Baelish just kind of looks around. He's like,
he's trying to play it off.
Shit.
He was trying to play it off I'm all normal.
He's yeah, I'm good.
Do you want to talk about this in private?
Yeah, it's
And it was weird to see him beg. Really weird.
Yeah.
You've never seen him in that position before.
I'm just glad he's finally gone. I really hate him.
Remember when
he's very slimy.
He is slimy.
Remember when Sansa and Arya in that scene where she finds Arya's thing of masks and shit like that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Me and him were talking. We thought that Lord Baelish was one of them.
That would be cool.
We thought that was gonna be he was gonna be the no man face or whatever.
See, that's what I know. There was a big theory going around that maybe he was one of those a many face god where he could change faces, and that would have been a cool twist. But like I said, there's really nothing else for Baelish's character. We only have 6 episodes left, and it's either you kill him off or you kind of just push him to the background.
Yeah.
And another character I kind of have that feeling with is Theon. I like Theon this season. I thought he did better. This is probably the best I've ever seen him, especially in the season finale. But him and Yara, Yara was in it for 1 episode before she got captured.
Yeah.
And Theon is they're soaring away to go save Yara. It's is that the only storyline Theon has left?
Yeah.
I feel like there's nothing else to that storyline but just to save his sister and then just live on the Isles.
I hope not.
He's gotten better.
He was through shit.
He got his dick chopped off.
Shit.
They're trying to cut people off. I honestly think that Sam is gonna die sometime soon now.
I hope not, but
I like Sam. I just feel his only mission was to go and find out where the dragon glass was. Since he did, he's kind of what's he gonna do now?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is that every character that's alive at this point is either served their purpose already at the end of the season or have a still greater thing for them.
Yeah,
and then maybe one shocking death, which we all think will be Dany next season. But other things in this, let's get out all the sex in here. This is called sex talk now. Which one should we start with? The incest, the double incest, or the
There's double incest.
The double incest? That's Daenerys and Jon.
That was so hot.
Oh,
hashtag botsack.
What was the other one?
Jaime and Cersei.
Oh yeah.
She got pregnant.
But
she's pregnant though.
That's nothing new though.
I know, but she's pregnant.
But she's pregnant again. So
that's what we have to discuss on that.
That's a big deal.
That's a big deal. But I think the 2 biggest things is Grey Worm finally getting his worm, and
Wait, we have 6 episodes left. her getting pregnant doesn't mean anything.
Hey,
I know.
Hey, but that's a
Doesn't
big
mean
thing.
anything.
If Jaime's gonna end up killing her, which I predict that he will. You guys think Tyrion?
I hope not.
That's his kid in her. Part of me feels like she's bluffing it though. Part of me feels like she's not really pregnant.
I don't know. No,
She's
because-
using
no,
that.
I don't think so. Because remember when Tyrion went in to like discuss like things
Yeah, she
at
played
the
it.
very end? Like I feel like if she wasn't pregnant, like she.
Well, did
would
they have
kill him.
pregnancy tests? How do they know when they're pregnant?
Well, I know,
It's-
but I'm just like
they stop bleeding.
her emotions
Once a
like
month.
got to her. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, he kind of threw off a hunch.
Yeah.
Hey, but she was still like, I'm not gonna help him.
But she was quiet when he said it though. When she
Yeah.
said, "Oh my God, you're pregnant," she didn't say like, "No, I'm not."
Yeah.
She played it off like,
Yeah, that's
"Fuck you,"
true.
like, "Fuck you."
But then also, I mean, let's get to the little minuscule one. We finally got to see Grey Worm, the chocolate goddess, and that was awesome. First
Yo,
off,
yo.
she's hot. She
I didn't
is-
realize like it was like, oh, she's like attractive, and then
She got
it's
that
like,
body, though.
whoa, I was like,
Yeah.
We gotta talk about the big thing. Grey Worm has no balls, and he got it. He got it.
Slow clap for the man. Yeah, no, I love that scene. I like seeing them finally together. They've always hinted at that. And then, of course, like I said, #boat sex. I think we all saw Dany and Jon were going to get it on. I thought they were going to kiss in the dragon pit, but they didn't. And then once he shows up to her door, I was like, damn, they're going to do it. And then we had Tyrion kind of stalking her outside. Which,
yeah.
you know, I was half
It's like a
expecting
little
Jordan.
peeping Tom.
Yeah, I was
like,
half expecting Jordan
I
to
get
come
it.
around the
Little
corner.
peeping Tom.
yeah.
Little peeping Tom.
Does he
Yeah,
have a little
but-
peeping Tom?
I don't know, maybe.
But that's gonna set up a lot because I know in Targaryen they usually do stay together even with their family, so they are into that incest stuff. So I'm not like against it, I guess.
He hasn't read the books, but he has done a lot of lore reading.
Yeah, yes. But I do like his name, Aegon the Targaryen.
Yeah.
That reveal was cool. I liked how it showed the wedding. But I think that's gonna come into play next season, especially since Daenerys, like technically he is the true heir, not her.
So how do you think she's gonna?
he-
How do you think
he
she's gonna
is.
take it? How do you think she's gonna take it?
Well, first they might both throw up because now they're like shit. Because I don't know how they feel about incest.
yeah, they probably don't.
Maybe their siblings that were fine with it, but I don't know about them.
Well, they're
I don't know,
cousins, right? Are they cousins?
That's his aunt. Daenerys is his
Yeah,
aunt.
that's the aunt. That's right.
Oh shit. Oh wow.
I've seen a porno like that one.
See, I'm fine with it. And I feel like in the end, I don't think Dany's gonna live, so it doesn't really matter. And Jon will probably end up just being either the king or just.
Well, he
something
could be the
like
king,
that.
but she can be his queen.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. Is like no matter what, like I would like to see them both just end up on the
And
throne.
there's two dragons, so they can share a dragon.
Yeah, see.
I hope they both.
Power comes
I know
to
you do.
max.
Do you want the
A
hound to sit
power
on the
couple.
throne? You want the hound to sit on the throne?
The hound on the throne.
No, I want Tauntaun.
Oh, and Tonton.
Tonton.
I miss Tonton.
God bless
Or
Tauntaun.
Nub
Rest
Nub.
in
What's
peace.
his name? Nub Nub from Rick and Morty.
Oh, Noop.
Oh, Noop Noop.
Yeah,
I
Nub
love
Nub
Noop.
would be great on the throne.
damn.
But another thing I want to talk about are Tormund and Beric are dead. Are they dead? Or do you guys think they're alive? I feel like they're alive.
Tormund's dead.
Tormund's not dead.
That'll be the dumbest death for him.
Look, if Tormund's dead, I'll stop watching.
Tormund is
Well,
badass.
for me,
So my
he's the
favorites.
last wildling character that we really have a face for the wildlings.
Yeah.
So it's like if you lose him, like you
That is
really have
just-
nothing. If he dies next season, I'm fine with it because it's actually a war.
Yeah, that's fine.
But don't kill him on a fucking
Yeah,
wall.
no, like when he was like getting dragged into like the ice by like the White Walkers, like that whole scene, that was like.
See, if they would have
Fine,
killed
my
him
nails.
there, I would have been fine because that's a more epic death.
Yeah, I would have been fine there, but I still would probably stop watching.
See, but we never saw him. But we never saw him physically die. And that's one thing I learned from Game of Thrones. If you don't actually see them die, they're not.
That's
dead.
any show in general.
Well, I mean,
I mean, look at the Hound. Look at the
this
Hound.
show
that's
plays
what I'm
heavy
saying.
on that though. This show
Yeah.
plays heavy on that. So I feel like Tormund's not dead yet.
Like
Okay.
when like the Hound like was supposedly dead, like I was heartbroken. It's like it's my favorite.
Okay,
that's like my.
We gotta
all-time
talk about
favorite
something though. We
character.
all love the Hound here. The Hound is absolutely one of our favorite characters.
Yeah.
So this segment,
Cunt.
Hound talk.
Cunt.
Cunt.
So let's talk about the Hound. He had some really good scenes in here. Even though I wanted a little bit more of him this season.
Why didn't he fight the mountain?
Next season.
I know, but I
The
wanted
Plague
it now.
I did too, but
God,
it's
it
like
was
for
so
me,
perfect.
it made sense. But I liked him talking to his brother. I like how his brother
Yeah, it
stepped
was
out.
very-
He's like, man,
trying to
what they do to
intimidate
you?
the shit out of him.
You're ugly now.
And he's like,
You're worse
it's
lawyer
like-
than me.
It's like the end is coming. Like you know who's coming for you.
And I
it's
love
like,
that. And
oh,
you know,
shit.
next season, no matter what, the Hound in the Mountain will make it to the point where they're gonna fight. I would honestly be so disappointed if they did not fight. And they
No,
if
it'd
it
be
doesn't
big,
happen.
happen.
big letdown. Big letdown.
Like that is the only way I can see either one of them dying.
It's like okay, so like if the Mountain dies without the Hound fighting him, I'll be somewhat happy because I know that like the Hound is in like some of a good place because I feel like if they do fight, like one of them, like maybe both of them, like are gonna die, just like when the Mal first fought the Viper.
Yeah, and he did die.
Technically, he did die unless he had like that one. Yeah, that,
Rip the Viper, man. Rip the Viper.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Viper
Should we say
was-
rest in peace, the Dorn ladies? They're all dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot
the
about
house is
them.
gone.
Oh yeah.
Well, the wife's down there, but I feel like she's dead.
She's irrelevant.
Oh, yeah.
Unless she
Well,
comes back and does some shit.
She might be dead.
They never
She
showed her
got-
die,
Yeah,
so
no,
that is
They
point.
never showed
I know.
die. I forgot about that.
But there's only 6 episodes left, so there's really.
Wait, no. Actually, 2 of them are left. Her daughter's alive too.
But she got kissed with the poison.
Oh, that's right.
So-
oh,
but-
yeah.
You guys forgot about it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they were just trying to, because I never really liked Dorn. The only thing I liked was Oberyn, the Red Viper, who fought
I like the
Mountain.
Dorns. The girls were
That's the
hot.
only. Yeah, they were.
The
hot,
girls are hot as
but
shit.
they were
man.
kind of annoying. They were good fighters,
I
but
think they were
kind of
annoying. They were
annoying.
cool. They were cool.
But other thing I liked about the Hound was him and Brienne talking. That was something I was
that
excited
really
to
cool.
see. And seeing, I mean, this season had a lot of great reunions, and I think that's
Yeah.
the reason I really like it. I mean, you have Hot Pie and Arya at the little thing. At the
No, you gotta talk about the Stark children, man.
the Stark children too.
Stark children's the biggest one. This is the
Arya,
biggest reunion.
Sansa, Bran was weird, so fuck Bran. But we're talking about Arya and Sansa, their
whole
relationship going
Stark
back.
family.
But really,
It started off rocky though with Arya and Sansa.
yeah.
It started off
A little
rocky.
bit.
Well, it started off good,
It-
and then
it-
Littlefinger kind of got
Yeah.
his manipulation in there.
Snake.
I do like. I love Brienne and the Hound seeing each other and like their conversation. It was like a divorced parents being like, "Yeah, she's fine."
Yeah.
And how happy he seemed. I can't wait to see the Arya and the Hound reunite. I hope we get that before the end of the show.
That's
Okay.
pretty cool.
Okay. If Arya kills a Hound,
I don't think she will.
I hope not.
They
Nah.
left.
No, she's a different person.
But
from
she-
it, like,
Nah,
she
no,
left
it has to be Mountain. It has to be him versus Mountain. It has
But
to
see,
be.
the Hound. If the Hound and Brienne were gonna fight, I feel like Arya
Yeah,
and the
that's
Hound are
true.
gonna be in good terms because they left on good terms. I mean, he was dying. Like, what was he
Yeah,
gonna
that's
do?
true.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's yeah.
carry me?
That's true.
She's what 4'9" and he's 6'5".
Yeah. But he
But-
just wanted to die there. Though.
Yeah, but and then his whole thing when he was throwing the rock, that was great. I mean, the Hound was awesome this season.
I love that.
I love
He,
the Hound.
he's always been one of my favorites. He's always been our favorites, and I love him. And I hope he
Cut.
gets a really good. We get a lot of good things next season. Now, the big thing: the wall finally fell, and the Night King rides a dragon.
Yeah. Because jaw drops that whole time.
Hashtag Frostfire.
The last 20 minutes of the episode, my jaw was just.
I kind of wanted more. I wanted to see like more with the White Walkers.
Yeah.
But-
that's like the thing. I feel like the next season, the
It's
final
gonna be
season, there's gonna be a lot of White Walkers. But like up until like season 1, all the way up until like now, like every single
It's been
season,
hints.
it's just like here's a little bit, here's a
The
little
biggest
bit.
episode we have for White Walkers is Hard Home. And what
Yeah.
was that, season 5? Season 5, right?
That's 5 or 6?
It was the end of 5 when the wildlings and then we're going on the boats.
Yeah.
Because Battle of the Bastards was the big one in season 6.
Yeah.
So it was season 5 and that was amazing. That was the best part of season 5 was Hard Home and just how brutal. I mean, the White Walkers are such a unique like just lore to that. And I'm sure we probably won't get that much explanation for them. It's probably going to be like, we're going to fight them.
Yeah.
And I feel like next season, this is how I look at it. Is I was telling them, this season felt like how The Hobbit was earlier. This is season part 1. Next season will be part 2. When you combine it together, overall those 6 plus 7 episodes will just end up being like fantastic. That 13 hours right there will be pretty much like a movie.
I feel like the first 3 or 4 episodes of next season will be building up for the great battle because they still need to manufacture dragonstone weapons.
Well, maybe Gendry's doing that already.
They need to get all the humans alive, people like united. They gotta set them up, get it ready for battle.
I thought it would be like just 2
But they gotta do a rush though because the White Walkers.
But this season
broke
was
the
so
wall.
fast. I feel like next season it might be just 1 episode, and it's all build up after that. I feel like we're gonna get 2 episodes of White Walkers, and then maybe 1 episode fighting for the throne. But I don't even think there's gonna be a battle for the throne anymore. I feel like in the end, Cersei has lost so many people because the only people she really has now is the Mountain, and Euron, and the Golden Compass that she's bringing from Essos.
What's the Golden Compass?
It's the
I
mercenary
was looking
group.
it up, but it's apparently the most powerful mercenary group
mercenary
in the whole Game of Thrones world.
Uh,
So that's 20,000 men right there. But
Dang, that's
if
a lot.
all dragons make besides Viserion, if the other 2 dragons make it out, no one's gonna be able to defeat them.
I think the last episode will be like that. Will be about the throne itself.
And I hope
the first 5.
And I hope the god Braun goes with him with Jaime to fight the White Walkers instead of staying over in King's Landing.
Yeah.
Which I feel like he will. But that was my also other thing. I thought Jaime was dead.
Yeah.
I thought Jaime was dead.
The
this
mountain,
season.
I thought was shit.
And I'm glad he wasn't, because seeing him right off and being like, fuck you. It's like him getting away from a toxic relationship. He's now a new man. He put the glove on his golden hand, and he's just riding off. He doesn't even have his armor on.
That's like another thing, too, that was cool about the last episode. When he's riding,
Mhm.
they're like, that was pretty much near the end, right? Like, that whole part, like, it just starts snowing.
Yeah.
It's like,
so what
basically
got
like-
more snow? The land of Westeros or Daenerys? Who got more snow in them?
I don't know.
Ooh. I think she got a lot of snow in her. I mean,
A lot of
a
snow.
lot of snow.
Now, here's the thing. Now she's like, I can't have kids. Do you think now she'd be pregnant with this kid? Or do you think that's something that they could hold open?
Is it like a miracle thing?
Yeah. Because they're both Targaryens. So maybe it's that little...
What if it comes out retarded?
Well, I mean, what if we get another Joffrey?
Oh, no. Off with its head.
Off.
Nothing can be worse than Joffrey. I'd rather have a Ramsay than a Joffrey. Okay. Last big thing, and this is probably the best scene in the whole show, or for the season, was the dragon destroying and the Dothraki riding in, and all the ash burn, all the people turning to ash.
That was-
and Daenerys just that was the best. That was the best episode of the season. I think we all best scene, best episode.
That's some shit.
It wasn't even like a battle, even. It was just a full, like, just
Murder.
like a
It was
slaughter.
rape. It was rape.
Slaughter.
It was rape.
slaughter.
It was like a blitzkrieg.
Yeah, it was great. That, I mean, seeing the ash, and I mean that was probably the episode that Jaime was like, we can't fight him. Like, Jaime is scared, and that's good.
He knows. He knows what he
Yeah,
is.
like he's telling Cersei, we can't fight that. That was probably the best episode in my opinion. And then I think that's really it. There was a lot of big moments. We've talked a lot about them. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
No, I'm just excited for next season.
Yeah, in fucking 2019.
I can
It's a
wait.
long time.
I couldn't wait. I mean, I don't have anything else to do but wait. You know, I can't.
Yeah,
I
let's
can't
hope-
tell them.
I hope I'm alive by then. Like, if I'm somehow dying.
If I can wait
like,
for Kingdom Hearts 3, I can wait for this.
I mean,
True.
if I like get like some terminal illness that like I know I might have like a few like months to live, I'm just gonna write HBO an email and be like, hey, I just want to know who
How
sits
does
on
it
the
end?
throne. Yeah,
How does
just-
it end?
Just tell me,
happens.
please.
Does
I
it
won't
happen
tell
out?
anybody. You guys can have someone tell me in the last second before you pull the cord. Just
I
someone
just
tell
need
me.
to know. Yeah, this show has probably been like the most hyped up show ever.
And I like that it's gotten bigger. I like how people are actually into it, because I know a lot of people aren't into the fantasy epics. Like, some people are and then some people aren't.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is the one show that's brought a lot of people together. I mean, our friend Curtis, he hates that kind of stuff. And now this is
now
like
he's
one of
stuck.
hooked.
And Junior too.
And Junior, yeah.
Junior's hooked too.
But like that's awesome to see like this show bringing together people, because I mean you even talk to like I'll have customers come into my work and they'll bring it up and I'll be like, you watch Game of Thrones? Like that's awesome.
Actually,
And-
actually today I got some girl's number because she asked me if I saw that at the season finale, and I said
See?
yeah. And she's like, oh my god, no way! Text me so we can talk about it. It's like a winky face, and I was like, all right.
See,
All right.
that's what I'm talking about, is that like this show is fantastic. And I'm sure everyone who's watching this, you guys all love Game of Thrones as well. But obviously like I think that's all we have to really talk about. There's no Ghost this season. Very disappointing. Wish we would have seen some direwolf action. But whatever. I'll hold my gripes away from that. We better see him next fucking season,
Wait.
or I'll be pissed.
What if he died?
He didn't die.
Ghost?
He didn't die.
Ghost
He's
isn't dead.
alive.
He's just doing some hood rat shit.
Where was Ghost?
He's sleeping. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
I don't know. He's
Back
not
at
dead though.
Winterfell.
He's not
I
dead
thought-
though.
I don't think he went back to Winterfell, did he?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Last remember because he was at the Battle of the Bastards,
Oh, that's right.
but they just haven't shown him.
Yeah.
So I mean, John just forgot about him.
Yeah.
John has a new love interest.
Dick.
He should have married the wolf.
That asshole.
But yeah, I love this. I love how Sam saved Jorah. I love the dragons. I love the Night King in here. Yes, I like the Night King. He's very interesting.
He's kind of going for the White Walkers.
He's cool.
Yeah, I kind of am too. Like, if the show ends like in a not happy way, which is usually how Game of Thrones is, I'd like to see the Night King sitting on the throne, or
Yeah,
a
that'd be
Cersei
cool.
White Walker sitting on the throne.
Oh no, I just want Cersei to die, period.
Really?
Cersei's
See,
bad.
well, if anyone's gonna kill her, I think it's Jaime. You guys think it's Tyrion. But any predictions for next season? just one big thing that you guys think is gonna happen besides the Hound fight in the mountain. That's like a given.
I feel like that's gonna happen.
But like, what's some wild prediction that you want to see happen?
I think Dany's gonna die, and Tyrion's gonna take the throne.
Okay, and what about you?
I'm hoping for the White Walker King to sit on the throne, the Night King.
Any big deaths? You said Dany. Any big deaths for you that you think's gonna happen next season?
I
think Daenerys is dead.
Well, look, if I think the Night King's gonna be sitting on the throne, everybody's dead.
That's
well,
true.
they're all turned. They're all turned at that point.
They're dead.
They're
dead.
They're dead.
They're dead.
So I mean, I guess he thinks everybody's gonna die.
So that's what I think. That's like the other thing. Really, fast before we go, the second to last episode when they went to go get the White Walker, I thought that was gonna be the most badass action sequence. I was expecting like 10 out of 10 full paced action. I was on the edge of my seat when Tormund was about to die. But besides that, like once he was saved, I was like, they're not gonna kill anyone.
I mean, like the only like action we got was like Song Little Rock, but
yeah. And I mean, like it was very much slow mo style. Like
yeah,
that's all it was. I mean, it was cool to see the White Walker and see how many there were, and it was hard to lose the dragon, but like.
I still thought it was cool.
It was cool.
And so that was all some badass shit.
Yeah, but
no, but really, like, okay, so my highlight of this season was the fact that we got to see the White Walkers be so intimidating, like the Night King.
Oh, we got to see the dragons be intimidating.
Both be intimidating.
Now we have you have a White Walker dragon, and that's
I like how it looked. I like how its wings had holes in it and stuff.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
The blue fire.
Yeah, I mean, I love Game of Thrones. I cannot wait for it to come back. I hope to God time goes by fast, and I can just already see the next season. I want to see how it ends. There's 6 episodes left. All the episodes are supposed to be almost an hour and a half to 2 hours, is what's rumored.
If it's 2 hours, I'll be happy. If
It
it's
better
an hour and a
be.
half,
If
I'll be
they're not-
good.
That's 12 episodes.
If it's an hour,
I'd be
if they're an
happy.
hour episodes like normal, I'm actually gonna be really disappointed because then you might as well just make it 10 episodes. So, I mean, that's our show, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is George. I'm Zach. This is Tyler. And again, comment down below and tell us what anything we missed, because there's a lot of stuff in this season that we probably did miss and we probably skipped over. But we mostly talked about our favorite parts. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new to this. And if you guys tell me down below, what was your favorite moment? What was your least favorite moment? And are you glad Baelish is dead? Because I am. Thank you guys again, and have a great rest of your guys' day.